Hello and welcome back to Warframe. Today we're going to build the new Warframe, the blueprint of which is in the market. To get the Hydroid pieces, the helmet chassis systems, is a giant pain. So we'll buy this and I will try and explain that one because it is long-winded. Now you get this message from the Lotus. She gives you this blueprint, the VHEC frequency triangulator. To build that you have to go to Ceres and in here take on the special enemy, the prosecutors, and they will drop the parts. You have the delta beacon, the gamma beacon, the kappa beacon even, and the omega beacon. Seems to be completely random as to which one drops from the enemies. It was certain levels favoured certain ones, but that seems to have changed too. It's completely random. Or at least so far it's been completely random since the update. Then again, they might fix that with another update. To build the parts, and we will build them as we get them, so you'll have to bear with us. We will start with the only one I have, the Hydroid chassis. This thing, which is why we have to build them as we get them, needs argon crystals, which you have to get from doing void missions, which can be a pain because you can do 15-20 waves of defense and only pick up one. And we tried Tower 3 thinking it would drop more, and it didn't, so that was a pain. So we're going to set this off. It's literally the only special thing it needs is that. It is heavy on the polymer bundles, with 1,000 of them, 300 rubido, 1200 nanospores. Isn't really that much. It's the rubido and the argon crystals that can be quite expensive. 12 hours. We'll build this. Okay, and the systems requires an Orokin cell, 4 gallium, 500 polymer bundles, 220 alloy plates. That one's not so expensive. And as you can probably tell, it's a little bit after that one. 12 hours. Off you go. Another part done. Now all we need is the dreaded helmet. And we just got the helmet piece. Luckily, because it's got an hour 41 before these 4 become useless. And that literally just needs a couple alloy plates, which is nothing. Control module, if you're farming these in the void, the argon crystals, then you should have one of them at least, and 150 polymer bundles. That's not that much actually, which is nice considering the crystals can be a pain to get. Survival or defense in the void does seem one of the best to get these crystally things. But that's 12 hours, and we'll set that one off to build. Claim the last piece, and then we have all 3 done, and it only takes 1 Orokin cell for this. I know there was one we had to use for something earlier, but that's not that bad. It's the fact it still takes 3 days to build. So we'll set him off on his long journey to being built. And there he is, Hydroid. Claim him. Aha, okay, so the argon crystals are finally starting to go down. About time. Jump Arsenal. Equip him wherever he may be. It's in here somewhere. I know it's in alphabetical order, but I always look for the picture, not by the name. Force of habit. Hydroid. Why is... Isn't that Oberon? The bit at the front. A bit weird. But he's got danglies on his face as well. Blech. Okay, so it comes with the normal 4 polarities around the outside. There for his abilities, a V and a dash. So that would be, duration, continuity, or intensify, which is power strength. The dash, that would have to be flow or stretch. And the dash polarity, that one's easy. It's in here somewhere. And then it goes. And instantly we've got 12 extra points. Tentacle Storm here does look pretty nice. Undertow, we basically turn into a puddle. That's the tidal wave. And that one is huge raindrops from the sky. Don't know how to set this guy up though. Because, yes, he does have a nice bit of armor with 65. He's going to end up with a nice bit of shields, but not too much, and a nice bit of health. He does have an alternate helmet, which is straight up pirate helmet, but that hasn't popped up as an alert, so we don't have it yet, which kind of sucks. But he does look pretty cool. Okay, so we're in a Tower 3 Void mission with Camo Slayer 99 here, who is taking a lot of damage, and Snowdropping's over there. I think that's how their name was spelled. I actually have no idea right now. That's mainly because I'm like half asleep right now, if I'm honest about this. This guy he took a lot longer to level up than I would have hoped, mainly because of the issues Warframe's had in the past couple of days. If it's timing out, there's not exactly much you can do about it. So we've just been trying to level him up, and he went 30 earlier, so I thought I'm going to take this chance, and I'm going to record this before something else goes wrong. Hang on, I came out of there and I could have sworn I saw an ancient standing out here. God damn, brain really isn't working, and the enemies seem to have stopped spawning. Yay! This guy's abilities are pretty cool actually. The first one, Tempest Barrage, basically rains death from the sky. And it does last a pretty nice time, but it also knocks the enemies over. If it'll actually hit the enemies, that is. There they go. Which gives you time to finish them off. The second one, I still haven't figured out. I mean, I've used this one a lot of times in defense missions, because you basically turn into a giant wave. Whee! And it does deal a nice amount of damage, but its main purpose, from what I can find, is when they're all attacking the pod in a defense mission, it takes them off it pretty quickly. You can actually take a bunch of enemies wherever the hell you want to take them. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. The next one is probably the weirdest one, and it is actually one of those that, without continuity on, lasts way too long, but there's a reason for that, which we'll demonstrate with her. Turned into a puddle, and any enemy that walks into the puddle gets sucked in with you. Am I being... Oh, there's a tiny little me, look. You can kind of see it. There it is. Nope. Oh, if you can get the angle just right, you can actually see it. The tiny little you. No. Oh. And basically anybody you take down into the puddle with you tends to die. Not always. Sometimes they've got this annoying habit of coming back out of the puddle. And I didn't know this one, but to get out of this puddle, because I thought, you're stuck here, you press B, nothing happens. All you gotta do is move. And that saves your butt. And it does look pretty weird, the, what the hell is it called? Tentacle Swarm. But it is actually quite powerful. And a lot of people are taking damage. This is a Tower 3, remember. And that just looks so cool. They just stick to it and they start smacking the enemies off the floor and deal damage to it. He walked into that one. And it's just... I've used that in so many defense missions. It has saved my butt so many times. It's just... It's a weird one. But it goes so far as well. It doesn't just do the area you're in. Like, you'll notice we've got one all the way over there on the roof. I mean, we were standing in the middle of that, but... It's finished. I do have enough power. I'll do it again, and one should spawn on her. There it is. Other over there. There's one over there. They just spawn everywhere. There's madness in these things. I mean, I know that's kind of the point. There's only one thing I don't particularly like about this Warframe. And it's these things that stick out the front of him, the spiky bits. He's got two on the back as well. I mean, I can't see a purpose in them. Are they meant to look like something? Because there's just two spiky things sticking out the back. But he's also got them sticking out the front as well. And I don't know what they are. That's probably a bit better. They're kind of sticking out of his abs. And they look pretty weird. And everybody who was just shooting me just died. It's cool. Look. So we'll leave this off here for now. This Warframe is lots of fun. I mean, he's got 65 armor as well. So he doesn't go down that easily. And his abilities, they're not overpowered. They are just fun to use. I mean, the puddle is just weird as hell. I actually started calling them Mr. Puddles. Oops, he was already dead. No need to take a dead guy into a puddle. I'll take you three instead. No, that didn't work. I was sliding forward, kept the forward momentum, pulled us out of the puddle. God damn it. But yeah, he's actually a lot of fun to play with. He's got a nice amount of health, nice amount of shields. It's not too much, but it's not too little. There is some Warframes that don't have enough. And with the 65 armor, he's in the category with, actually, where are you two? Get back here. We'll find them. Got Mag over there, she has 65. And the other one, Camo's using Loki, which, that's another 65. They're starting frames, and the starting frames tend to have a little bit more than the rest of them. Ember, for example, only has 10 armor. She's pretty useless. So 65 armor isn't a lot, but it is just enough. But anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.